From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Sunday, April 3rd, 2016. Silver is trading at $15.05 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,222 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $422. Antiwar.com reports Iraqi Prime Minister Haider Abadi's proposed cabinet is not off to a particularly auspicious start, as his oil ministry nominee, Nazir Salim Numan, has already withdrawn his candidacy from the post, citing the lack of support from the Kurdish ruling parties. Numan, a Kurdish geologist, was seen as a key technocrat nominee and one that would end years of conflict with the Kurdistan regional government over oil revenue sharing. He was seen as mostly apolitical and a break from corrupt predecessors. The problem is he apparently doesn't want the job, and the Kurdish parties are complaining they had no input at all on Abadi's cabinet nominees, with former Iraqi Foreign Minister Hoshyar Zebari, a top Kurdish official, saying the Kurdistan regional government will not allow Abadi to impose a cabinet on them. Abadi likely did not have the option of waiting for more input from the Kurds, however, as he was facing a 3-day ultimatum to announce a cabinet and just barely met the deadline as it was. If the cabinet fails, it likely will take Abadi with it. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. UPI reports the federal government announced Friday a satellite intelligence facility that employs about 3,000 people will remain in St. Louis instead of moving to Illinois. The announcement, heralded by Missouri Governor Jay Nixon and other local, state, and federally elected officials, means a new construction project worth about $1 billion and another $750 million in equipment for the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, NGA, facility in the city of St. Louis. Nixon said the bidding process was competitive and heralded Missouri for coming out on top. The NGA already has a facility in the area, and the new one would serve as its replacement. In an email obtained by the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, NGA Director Robert Cordillo said in an email the decision on where to build came down to a preference for an urban setting as a recruiting tool for future employees. The other site in contention was St. Clair County, Illinois, where officials had hoped the presence of Scott Air Force Base would help lure the massive federal project, while also shoring up the airbase in future rounds of government cutbacks and transfers. FPP Radio News is brought to you by Bitcoin Not Bombs. Bitcoin Not Bombs is a launching pad for nonprofits and social entrepreneurs into the financial freedom of the Bitcoin economy. Bitcoin Not Bombs offers premium publicity campaigns designed to facilitate an organization's adoption of Bitcoin as a payment system and to fully capitalize on that decision in their fundraising efforts. Bitcoin Not Bombs is fully committed to being the hub of the nonprofit sector of the Bitcoin economy, maximizing the potential cross-promotion of all our clients and commercial partners. To learn more, visit bitcoinnotbombs.com. Reuters reports Blue Origin, the space transportation company owned by Jeff Bezos, successfully launched and landed for the third time a suborbital rocket capable of carrying 6 passengers, taking another step on its path in developing reusable boosters, according to the company on Saturday. The New Shepard rocket and capsule blasted off from a launch site in West Texas on Saturday at an undisclosed time and landed minutes later back at a launch pad. The company said the capsule, which was flying autonomously, parachuted to a nearby site and was recovered. Bezos wrote on Twitter, "Perfect booster landing." Blue Origin declined further comment on the test, but did say on Twitter, "Congrats, Blue Team, on today's flight." Saturday's flight marks the third successful launch and land for the rocket, with similar missions completed in January and November. Bezos, the founder of Amazon.com, said earlier this month that Blue Origin expects to begin crewed test flights in the New Shepard next year and begin flying passengers as early as 2018. Blue Origin and SpaceX, owned by Elon Musk, are among a handful of companies working to develop rockets that can fly themselves back to Earth so they can be refurbished and flown again, potentially slashing launch cost. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.